the following presentation of the National Football League.
Just about set for football now here at Lumen Field in Seattle. Tonight, a good one in the NFC. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Seattle Seahawks. Mike Tirico with my partner Greg Olson, the veteran Nick Folk to get this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Here comes the Seattle offense to take over for the first time. They're led out by the number 3 overall pick back in the 2018 draft. Out of USC, it's Sam Darnold.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from their opening whistle.
In motion is Barner. And that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
3rd down and 9. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Sam Darnold scrambles from the pocket.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
So it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. Mike Hughes on the return for the Falcons. And this is going to backfire in a big way. Going for it on their own side of midfield, but they turn it over on downs. Pitts is the man in motion. They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
On 2nd down, here's Penix. And he overshot his man. Out of the end zone, that one's incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. 3rd down coming up.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
On 3rd down, Penix. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
Folks' kick is good. And the Falcons are out to an early 3-0 lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. Now return coming from the 7. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to get going with their second possession. They'll start out first down and 10. They'll go play action with Darnold. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Darnold now to throw. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
It's clear whatever they were trying to set up was not going to work. He went through his entire progression, had nobody to throw the ball to, and just kind of surrenders the play and throws it away.
Well, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I think it would be a bit of an understatement, Mike, to say that this offense has come out today a bit flat. They haven't picked up a single first down through the first 2 drives, and barring a really aggressive decision here, they'll have to wait to their 3rd series to see if they can make it happen.
And this is going to backfire in a big way. Going for it on their own side of midfield, but they turn it over on downs. They run over center with Robinson. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Another run here for Robinson. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal.
A 7-yard gain. And the Falcons first down.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the first down.
They'll run with Robinson. And he will get into the end zone. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Touchdown, Falcons.
Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
The veteran Nick Folk here for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Falcons are out to a 10-0 lead.
Seahawks, nothing.
After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They've had it twice and they've punted twice, still seeking that first down of the game as they begin this third drive. Starting this drive on the ground, here comes Charbonnet. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Throwing on second down. Darnold. Pass right side, that is hauled in by Horton. And he'll get about 8 yards as he's ushered out of bounds. It'll set up third down. They'll try and run for this with Charbonnet. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
That's just a great job defensively, Mike. Here's a chance they have to get off the field. They sell out for the run. They know it's coming, and they're able to force a fourth down.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They'll run for it with Charbonnet. And he's going to have a Seahawks first down. As that'll be a gain of 15 on fourth down.
And everyone in the stadium knew where the ball was going, and it didn't matter. And we see so often these third and fourth and short situations, there's such good opportunities to generate chunk plays, Mike, because you think how many bodies are up at or near the line of scrimmage, and it's exactly the case here. Keeps the drive alive. Nice job.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
First down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 4. On the ground, Charbonnet. He'll be stopped after a short gain to about the 30. James Pierce in on the tackle.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. 10-0 is our score. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. Seahawks football beginning this second quarter. They begin with a 3rd down and 3. On the zone read, it's a give to Charbonnet. But he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this fourth down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. They'll try and run for it, and he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff it on fourth down. Here's Bijan Robinson, and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early, and we'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
And here comes Robinson on a toss to the right. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Atlanta.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
Protecting the ball anytime you throw the ball in the middle of the field is obviously critical, right? That's where tip passes, that's where all sorts of stuff happens when you put the ball in harm's way. But you also have to protect your receivers. There's a bit of a trust back and forth with the receivers saying, hey, I'm willing to go across the middle and compete for the ball. But now you're my eyes. You have to protect me and make sure that the location of the ball doesn't run me into a big hit. It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the 1st down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the 1st down, just not here.
Now a 3rd and 2. From the gun, here is Penix. He's going to pick up the 1st down and more. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. They'll pick up 23 on that one. It's good for a Falcon 1st down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed.
And he'll take this one in. Bijan Robinson, touchdown Falcons. That his 2nd touchdown tonight.
Really nice job there by the receiver, understanding what to do after you secure the catch and the ability to target him in the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. If you can hit them in stride and be accurate with the ball, there is a lot of green grass to pick up yards after the catch, and he's able to take this one all the way into the end zone for 6.
Folk now for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball is going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with first down. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
A 7-yard pickup.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do. And, man, the play-action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
To throw is Darnold. Left side and is caught by Horton. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
That's good for a Seahawks.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. First down, Seattle.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 13 more on that carry. He is churning out the yard. And another first down.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back of it.
He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on first down.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Now this looks like a design run. He takes off. And he's going to give himself up, but not before he picks up the first down. Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them first and goal.
6-yard line.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We're back to Seattle after this. What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. First down and goal. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage excellent there. It'll bring up second and goal.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Here's another shot from the 6 at second and goal. Darnold to throw. And he overshoots everyone. It's through the back of the end zone and incomplete. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. Now they'll be looking at third and goal. Throwing, Darnold. That is caught. What a job on the scramble. A.J. Barner. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg. Could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
Myers. Good on the extra point. And the Seahawks are back in this one. It's 17-7. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. This one taken at the 7. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Here's Bijan Robinson, and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense will need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the gun, it's Penix. Looking for his tight end there, but led him too far. It's an incompletion. Austin Hooper was the intended target. It's 2nd down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
That is a great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. It is a big play there for the Falcons. A pickup of 44 yards.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
Now the lefty Penix on 1st down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
3rd and 4.
It's 3rd and 4. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That's complete. He's got it to London. It's a pickup of 12. 1st down, Atlanta.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome. So it makes a lot of sense. You start looking for your top target, and he comes through for him there.
On 1st down, it's Penix. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 3-yard line.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Ball sitting on the 3. It is 1st down and goal. Now Penix. Over the top. He's got it. Olamide Zaccheaus. Touchdown, Atlanta.
You know, he spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end in the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the 1st half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
Now, Folk on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Falcons up their lead. It's now 24-7.
Seahawks 7.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. And he will not attempt a return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. To throw on first down is Darnold. And this is going to turn into a big loss. They force him out of bounds well behind the line of scrimmage.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. And they'll let Dutch run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. And instead, why don't we get right back to it as we'll get ready for the 3rd quarter. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. Safe kick taken at the 5. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Looks like we have an injured Falcon on this play. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
They'll throw on first down with Penix. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Drake London. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Here's Penix. He'll look London's way again. It's complete again. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 18 yards on the pickup there. It's good for a Falcon first down.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
Still first down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. To throw is Penix. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. A gain there of 21. First down, Atlanta.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the
back of the end zone. He's got it. Drake London. Touchdown, Falcons.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Folk now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Falcons will extend this third quarter lead.
Seahawks 7.
After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. Looks like we have an injured Falcon on this play. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Charbonnet. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They'll go again here with Charbonnet. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. That one to Zach Charbonnet. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
Oh, they had a shot there, hit the 5, but it continues into the end zone. It will come back out to the 20. The Falcons offense and Michael Penix getting ready for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Pitts is the man in motion. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
The man in motion is Zacchaeus. On second down, here's Penix. Out wide, that's Robinson. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. And it's third down coming up.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Here's a third down and 4. The man in motion is Zacchaeus. Penix on third down. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs that sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play, and good job by the defenders tracking them down and took them down for a loss.
So that brings up fourth down. The veteran Jake Bailey called on to punt. Oh, but he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Seahawks offense and running back Zach Charbonnet set to go again. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. It's a toss to the left, and it's Charbonnet. Up the sideline to the 40. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
It's a gain of 29.
That one good for 29.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Darnold to throw on first down. He keeps it himself. So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Second and inches. Start of the 4th, and it's a run with Charbonnet. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
On 1st and 10, here's Darnold. This one not quite on target. And too much. That one falls incomplete.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's complete. And Jackson Smith and Jigba. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. That is a gain of 15, halfway there as he's down at the 15.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. It's pretty well read there defensively. Anytime you throw these quick passes to the wide receivers, you're looking to pick your gain up after the catch. So let's give credit to the defense. Rally and tackle in space and keep that to a pretty modest game.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. It was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. And now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Darnold to throw again. Get this complete to Horton. And he will get into the end zone. Corey Horton. Touchdown, Seahawks. Touchdown here in the fourth quarter, Greg. They have a big mountain to climb, but at least they're technically still alive in this one.
And now, Mike, we're going to see them line up to go for two. They're going to see if they can get this lead down to 16 points and still give them a chance to fight back here late in the fourth quarter.
Now we'll get a two-point try here. Darnold has the offense lined up.
The Seahawks will line up for the two-point conversion.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And the Falcons have come up with the recovery. And now, following the turnover, we have an injured player on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. We're down 3 scores, and it's late. They're going to need a few bounces to go their way. They'll start right here, trying to get an onside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
The Falcons offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. Here's a toss left side for Robinson. Room to run at the 35. What a run. He brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line. That pickup good for 29 yards.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead. You're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
On 1st and 10, it's Penix. Open man left side, that's Zacchaeus. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. And you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line. Ernest Jones getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's third down.
Nice job bouncing back there on second down. First down, they gave up way too many yards and put them in second and short. But now they can gain some of that back with that sack and brings up third and medium, and the likelihood of getting off the field just went up.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? From the gun, here is Penix. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
And on third down, what they're trying to do, Mike, is just get the ball out of his hands quickly and into the hands of one of his playmakers, but he just doesn't focus through the catch. Lapse of concentration, ends up in a drop, and falls incomplete.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Falcons will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
So Nick Folk back out after the made field goal. He'll boot this one away. This taken at the 5. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Seahawks offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba.
So something they teach these defenders, especially in the secondary, Mike, is to trust your eyes. Don't panic, don't overcommit until you see where that ball is being thrown. And it's a great example here, the defender just trusting those eyes, breaking on the ball, and he almost comes away with the pick.
On second down, it's Darnold. That's taken in by Horton. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Third and short yardage, and here's Darnold. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with a lead here in the fourth quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
Going to leave the offense out there for fourth and long. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on fourth and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. Well, the goal here is to run some time off the clock. The game is well in hand as they get back on offense for 1st and 10. And here's Bijan. Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3. Second down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
It is 2nd and 6. Cooper, the tight end, is in motion. They'll go again with Robinson. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. Here's a run. He's got another one. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Atlanta. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game. and make it 3 touchdowns. Now, remember, he caught the one earlier. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And, Mike, this is what every offense is searching for out of the running back position. Can you impact the game equally on the ground as you can through the air? And that's exactly what this guy has done so far today.
Now, Folk on for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Falcons will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Seahawks 13.
After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to take over once again. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Here's a run inside, and it's sharp and edge. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. Darnold now to throw. Smith-Njigba left side, he's got it. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Smith-Njigba, the man in motion. Pass right side, that is hauled in by Horton. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 44-yard line.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. To throw is Darnold. Out wide, it's a screen to Cup. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. A pickup of 14 on that one. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
Darnold's pass complete to A.J. Barner.
So it's a win for the visiting Falcons. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play. In the end, they come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Seattle.